So we want to go collect our ticket. How you doing, sir? It's Claire! You take care while I'm away. Mama, see you later, says little Nemo. Grandpa, I want to ride that airship over there. That's the Queen's airship, sweetie. I mean, I kind of want to ride it too. That's too bad. Too bad. So sad. The next arriving airship is... It's Tiffy time! Ticks me off. The Cecilia just left. Next is the Lind. The Lind! So this is the Arce. What a lovely ship. What a lovely ship, man. I will kill you! Such. Just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Once the new model engine's finished. Okay. Of course he does. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Traffic Control Tower. All unauthorized personnel are prohibited! Liberal Orbital Ship Co. Liberal style. Everybody likes Liberal. Except for Newfie. This is the airship company's headquarters, right? It's a nice looking building. Is it now? Am I reading the sign? I'm talking to the NPC, thank you very much. This is my first time riding an airship alone. What? It's not... I'm not nervous. Nope, not me. It's Penta El Mieto's mask. If we ride the next airship, when will we arrive at Zeiss, I wonder? Ticket purchases are handled in the building nearby, thank you, says Vanilla. Says Vanilla. So we want to come in here and get our ticket. Hopefully it won't be a digital ticket. Huh? What's... Bespectacled woman. Really, this is why I cannot stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person could be. Uh-oh. That sounds like fighting words to me. Middle-aged man. Ha! You took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I did not think Liberal's internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of national... no, international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Arabonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for a half-barbaric nation like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Liberal. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend, says middle-aged man. Some friend you are. You didn't send them so much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you, while standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... My Lord Ambassador Cranog, may I suggest we leave the matter here? It's Mueller. We do not wish to bother the other customers. But Mueller, we... Ambassador Cochran, may I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. So that's Ambassador Cochran. I can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial military. Still, far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. That's Ambassador Cranog. Keep them in mind. What did you Well, gentlemen, if you'll pardon me... Well... That insufferable she-wolf. That pertinent little... This is why commoners with no history or tradition are... My lord. Yes, yes. I shall return to the embassy. I trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. So they're always going to be at each other's throats? Hiya. Estelle, yes? It's been some time since your, help during the festival, I believe. I'm glad you remember. I heard Stephen Hasty remembers. This was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two? And why were they going at each other like a cat and dog? The man was the ambassador of the Erebonian Empire to Liberl, Lord Davil Cranog. The woman would be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvert, Elsa Cochran. Johnny Cochran, even. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. So, those are the great ambassadors, How do a pair of whiny children like those two manage diplomatic negotiations, I wonder? Shira. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and the Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. And on top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Order? Well, no, the fact that they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are, in some ways. I heard Stephen Hasty likes getting into arguments. I guess I can see that. Though, maybe it's because I walked into the middle of a conversation, but I couldn't understand like half of that. Something about engine provision and Liberal's internal politics. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not really a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from your own central factory. Plasma sword? What the beep? Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company, for the Empire and Republic both. But we, bumped into Ambassador Cochran when we came by to finalize the details of the deal. Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine, then? The capabilities of an orbital engine directly determine how powerful the ship in question is. Since such an engine can be installed in a military ship, I can see why they'd argue. I mean, if you have all of the DLC, you start with it. Now I get it. It'd be a real mess if that engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up. Well, I mean... Not at all. It's true. Normally, sharing such advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable, but this is a part of your Queen's plan. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, she wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. Take it easy! At least that's her plan as I understand it. Oh. I get it. She did mention something like that a while ago, now that I think about it. It's pretty incredible that the Queen is willing to try something like that. Like, it's not just an ideal, you know. It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, you have reason to be proud of your queen, I'd say. She is a good queen, though. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I'd intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. Oh yeah, St. Mueller, about Olivier. Has he gone back to Erebonia already? What? You've not heard? I haven't really had a chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I felt kinda bad about that. Oh, don't worry, that halfwit is continuing to while away his days here in Liberl. He said he was going to visit Elmo Springs, if I remember right. Okay, then. How very like Olivier. Should he ever bother returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know you were asking after him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Thanks, Mueller. Thank you, Sir Knight. Hardly. I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. Now, if you'll excuse me... There's no excuse for you, sir. What a serious fellow for a friend of Olivier's. He's obviously an Imperial Army man, but I wonder what his story is. Mueller's the resident military officer for the Erebonian Embassy, I think. I've only met him a few times myself. He's young, but he's got a strong, manly face. Very handsome. I'd love to share a bottle of wine or three with him sometime. Hey, let's avoid an international incident, okay? Oh, speaking of international disasters, did you meet up with Olivier after I left? I saw him a number of times in the capital. Capital punishment, even. Come to think of it, he did invite me to the Elmo Springs at one point, but I had to decline. What? You mean he invited you? Like, invited you? With him, it's impossible to tell. I was too busy this month to entertain the idea anyway. Normally, I'd have happily abused his wallet for my lodging costs, and kept him up all night, drinking, that is. Oh, Olivier, I think you dodged a bullet, actually. Probably. Anyway, let's go get our tickets at the counter. Counter style. Oh man, screaming and fighting in a place like this. How pathetic. I wish people could be more well-mannered. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? That was scary. Now I can buy my ticket. People always gotta make a show of themselves. Those two just now, they looked really deadly serious. Serious so delirious. It seems like they had a fairly high rank, too. I wonder who they were. Filter. Those people just now were so pushy. I mean, it is a sample of the engine going into the high-speed cruiser Arce, but sheesh. I can understand them getting so worked up, but it's not finished yet. I just hiccuped. So we can buy a new issue of the newspaper Liberal News Issue 2. Ruan Mayoral Election Special. The contest heats up. Details inside. Details at 11. Make sure you snag that bad boy. Special. Ruan Mayoral Election Special. 2 candidates, 2 platforms. With the arrest of former Mayor Dalmor, a new mayoral election has come to Ruan. Initially delayed due to the coup d'etat, it has now been officially announced. The 2 nominees are the industrialist Norman and harbor master Portos. Both candidates have solid support bases and distinct platforms. Election fever! Which will Ruan citizens entrust with their future? Stay tuned. Promoting tourism. Candidate Norman. Owner of the Hotel Blanche and staunch proponent of the tourism industry, the core of his campaign is to invigorate tourism. He believes that tertiary businesses are the future of Ruan, and he has many supporters who agree. Promoting the harbor, candidate Portos. Caretaker of the harbor block, and passionate campaigner for the maintenance of the port facilities, his platform centers around the reinvigoration of the harbor industry. Has the support of the harbor laborers and sailors. Voter opinion and election direction. That rhymed. Currently, public opinion is split. The North City blocks that run on tourism favor candidate Norman, and the harbor block supports Portos. With such clearly defined positions, this election is shaping up to be very divisive. As both camps possess solid blocks of support, it will be a battle of who can cut the deepest into their opponent's voter base. This scenario seems to favor candidate Norman, but there's plenty of time for a turnabout, and it's sure to be a fierce battle to the end. Society, the increasing threat of monsters. According to reports from the Royal Army, monsters across Liberl have been increasingly ferocious, and previously unseen species are roaming the kingdom. The cause of these changes is currently unknown, but theories range from septium vein fluctuations to planetary alignment and even solar abnormalities. The Royal Army is investigating, but caution is advised when traveling between regions. Society. New Chief of Staff selected. The new commander of the Royal Army has been announced as Cassius Bright. Promoted to General, Cassius Bright, formerly Colonel Bright, now he's General Bright, will be replacing General Morgan as Chief of Staff. Hopes are high for the reconstruction and future of the military, under the guidance of this new leader. Foreign Affairs. Pact to be signed in Liberl. The signing ceremony of the Non-Aggression Pact will take place in the Liberl Kingdom. A central location was considered initially, but declined for safety reasons. Technology. New model tactical ordnance. Change has not only come to the Royal Army, but to ordnance as well. The new model tactical ordnance, as shown, were developed by the Epstein Foundation, not to be confused with the Vega Star Foundation, soon to be renamed the West Ham Sandwich Foundation. Improvements include the addition of a new slot, and while incompatible with standard courts, it has been receiving praise from bracers and others for the new powerful arts it enables. Factories across the nation are already geared up and eager to support the new model. There you go. Good times, really. Welcome, says Sasha. Sasha Mitchell. Will you be using our national flights? Or our international flights? 2 tickets bound for Ruan, please. Understood. Oh, pardon me. You are with the Bracer Guild, yes? Are you Estelle and Shirazard? Yes? I've already received payment from Elenin with the Capital Branch. Here are your tickets. We don't even have to pay for them! How cool is that? Receive 2 boarding passes. I see. Excuse me. So Elenin did. Very nice, Elenin. Thoughtful as always. Well then, please hand your tickets to the receptionist immediately outside the building. You can check in for your flight there. Cool. We're in like Flynn and such. Boarding pass. A ticket for the airliner and a reserved seat to Ruan. Good times. Also, we can check our dealio. Preparations for practice. In order to level up further as a bracer, I've come to the local training grounds. Today's training will be extra hard. I need to make sure I'm ready before heading out. Before meeting Kurt outside, I should get everything ready. I should talk to Phyllis to get rations, and Robert about my orbment. Had Phyllis teach me some recipes and got ingredients. Our food supply is secured. Gotta make sure I can use recovery arts for practice. Let's synthesize the necessary quartz together with Robert. Once I've synthesized the quartz, I need to set it in my orbit. Recovery arts, check. My orbit's ready now. I'm ready for practice. Alright, time to set off. Ah! General training. Finally started what should be the end of all this training. Our goal is the Balstar Channel. It's a training facility made out of some ruins from the Middle Ages. Let's take care of this one. Pretty much any side quest is good for leveling. Reach the Balstar Channel. Our goal is the dummy secret docks at the end of the waterways. Kurt was waiting for us at the end of the waterways. Managed to beat Kurt meant the mission was a success. The training continued in St. Croix Forest. Kurt's really pushing us. Finally reached the lodge. Finished the longest, hardest day since we started working. Midnight assault. A sudden assault in the dead of night. Someone's attacked the training lodge. Who? And why? Kurt has engaged the enemy. Let's assist him immediately. Let's attack aggressively. Kurt is injured. It seems like the ones behind this are a band of Jaegers. A Jaeger attacked and we fought. When we came to, we were in St. Croix Forest. Seems like the Jaeger put us to sleep. Anyway, let's retrieve our stuff. Check the forest signpost. Now we should be able to get out. There was a Jaeger woman at the exit. We managed to fight her off. Seemed like Kurt was captured by them. First we should go back to the lodge and see how things are. Midnight Assault 2. We still don't know why, but we're sure that it was Jaegers who attacked the lodge last night. And Kurt was captured by those very same Jaegers. While he was trying to listen to the 5:30 Club. Anyway, we lack information. First we should go back to the lodge and examine things there. We made it back to the lodge. Let's move carefully. Found Kurt's spear. There should be some kind of clue. Let's search around in detail. The window glass is shattered. The phone is destroyed. Seems we can't contact the outside. The floor is stained with blood. The ration box is empty. The enemy took the wall map. How would they do that? Considering the situation, they probably moved it to a new base. Considering what Robert said, there's a likely facility. Let's head to Grimsville Fortress. We've arrived at the fortress. No doubt this is their base. There's traps in the fortress. Let's proceed carefully and deliberately. Apparently the entire assault case was just our final training. Anyway, guess training's complete. Guess so. Alrighty then. I don't think we can leave here. Oh, going back into town. We can check in for our flight at the reception desk outside. Yeah, we can't do that, man. How you doing? Hello and welcome. Will you be flying with us today? If you are, you will need to check in and present your tickets. Once we've checked in, we should wait here for the ship to arrive. Are you ready to go? Check in. Very well. Please sign these papers then. Ah, sure. Scritch scratch. Scritch scratch like we're taking a bath. Estelle and her companion finished checking in. Thank you. Everything is in order. Please wait in the harbor area for the next airship arrival. Okay. Well, shall we find a particularly comfy bench to hurry up and wait on? Bench style. Or just even Iki like sitting on benches. And we're off. Liner Lind. Fun fact, this is the same airship that was stolen in the first game. That's ironic. Ah, what a nice day. The tourists gotta be flooding the streets in Ruan if the weather's like this there. No doubt. Heh, that's a band. Unfortunately, Ruan's pretty busy getting excited over something other than tourism. Other than tourism? What do you mean? Didn't you just read the newspaper, Estelle? Come on. The mayoral elections. They're only now gearing up to hold the special election for a new mayor, after the last one was arrested. I understand there are two major candidates slugging it out for the seat. So it's like an actual fight of an election. Neat. And thinking about it, I guess it is about time, huh? They can't just let the mayor's office sit empty. Can't do that. Can't do that on television. Can't even do that on an episode of Dragon Ball Super. Can't do it. Speaking of the old mayor, weren't you and Joshua involved in bringing him to justice? Yeah, kind of. We got involved in an investigation which led us right to his doorstep. The one who really arrested him was Lieutenant Schwartz of the Royal Guard, though, after Chloe called her. Come on, you needn't be so humble. You were crucial in his arrest, I heard. You make your teacher proud, honey. He sure did. Fun fact, that was the last anime Lancer watched. Before he gave up on anime. But I see. So that's how you met the princess. I'd been curious about the details of that. Yeah, Joshua and I helped out with the Genis School Festival. You know, I haven't seen Chloe since the birthday festival. Or Olivier, I guess. For better or worse. And not just them, Tita too. And Sin. Not particularly. GT was pretty forgettable. Zen returned to Calvert after the birthday celebration. I believe a request came in from the Calvert National Guild office. He did say to give you his best. I see. If it's work, I guess. He helped us out a lot. I wish I could have said goodbye, at least. You'll meet him again someday, I'm sure. Naturally. Oh, as for Tita and Professor Russell... I'd second. Cassius and I explained the situation to them after you left. Oh, I see. Thanks, Shira. It was adorable. Tita's such a nice, earnest girl. We told her everything, and then her eyes filled with tears, as though she was barely holding it in. At the shoot. She said, Estelle's working so hard. I can't just sit here and cry. She taught me that. Oh, Tita. Come on, Shira. You're gonna make me cry here. Sorry. You met some amazing people over the course of your travels. Some really amazing friends. I hope you realize just how precious that is. It sure is. Yeah, I do. Say, Shira, when we get to Ruan, do you think we could find time to go see everyone? Of course. We'll make the time. Speaking of time, we've still got some before we arrive. think I'll lounge these terribly creaky, oh-so-ancient bones of mine in my seat. Did you have any plans? I think I'll just look around the ship a bit. You can go on ahead. As usual, just go around the ship, you know, whatever. Alright then. Just don't get so carried away that you don't get off at Ruan style. I heard Stephen Hasty likes riding on airships. That's what I heard. Hey, don't get too close to the edge. What'll happen if you fall, eh? Wow, this is so cool! Hey, look! That tree is so tiny! Tiny Tim, even. It's Santos. Ah, such a pity. Thanks to the clouds, you can't even see the Saffrol Tower from here. I'm a researcher with the History Museum. You know the towers, right? I'm here to inspect those. After Her Majesty's birthday celebrations, there were sightings of odd phenomena around the tetracyclic towers. A little late, but better to investigate now than never, right? Now's better than never, you know. You know how it is. Come to think of it, that group of bandits still hasn't been caught. No, they wouldn't attack us, would they? They would never. Or would they? Think about that. Oh really, Grandpa is such a worrywart. I don't know what to do with him. Sure there were bandits, but according to the news, they don't even have a ship anymore. What are they gonna do? Flap their arms real hard and run us down with wishes? Everyone is in the middle of an election right now. The candidates, I believe, are the harbor manager and the owner of a local hotel. I wonder which will win. It's a good question. When I was young, the only way to get around was a long, hard trip on the roads. We really have it easy these days. We sure do. And it's all thanks to Her Majesty. Majesty. Crew member Parker. To the right, you can see Valeria Lake. Regrettably, it is cloudy at the moment, but you should be able to see the outline of the lake. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Oh, yeah! You know what I'm talking about. I finished my duties at Grand Cell Cathedral, and I'm on my way to Bose, says Sister Rosa. Thunder Rosa. I must confess, though, all the time I've been away, I've been so worried and I thought I'd go crazy. The ship isn't even going the right way, but I jumped on without thinking about it. Oh, did Sunday school end safely at least? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Dun dun. It's Filio! I hear the casino in Ruins finally finished its renovations. I left Grand Cell as soon as I heard. We're finally gonna get to go to the casino. And spill coffee on someone. Sometimes you just need to kick back and chill out, you know? Lakeisha! Ha! Sometimes, he says. Sometimes my foot. What about your foot? Do-do-do-do. Gross! Get that thing out of here! What do you think you're doing? Disgusting! You've only just managed to find a job. They took her job! Crew member Claire. Huh? Excuse me, are you from the Bracer Guild, miss? I am, yeah. I thought so. I'm glad we could meet again. Do you remember me? I was one of the people you saved when the Sky Bandits held us hostage. Oh, you were with the captain, right? That's right, I'm Claire. I manage the passenger cabin. There are so many Claires in this series. Our entire crew owes you our lives and more. We're still here at our post because you managed to save us. Save us from ourselves. You're welcome. Is the entire crew of the Lind back at work? Yes, everyone is working even harder than before. I heard Stephen Hasty's working. That's great. I'm glad everyone is able to get back to their lives. Forgive me for asking, Miss Bracer, but are you traveling for pleasure today? Or work? Unfortunately, it's always work. Always working. I'll probably end up riding airships a lot from now on. Probably. Hope you'll treat me well if I end up on the Lind again. Absolutely. I hope we can get to serve you again. It's Orvid. Of course, he's the dude that's always doing stuff about ingredients. This guy? Oh, no way. I absolutely must make this next deal happen. I should look over the local foodstuffs again. That's a good idea. I should return to my roots to do some plain old investigating. It's cloudy outside, didn't you know? There's probably a storm a-brewing. For those that didn't know. Whew, man. Just when I thought we'd get to rest and boast for a bit, it's straight off to Zeiss. It's Simon! You know, because Simon says. If that non-aggression pact with the Empire happens, our trade in ordnance is going to explode after all. The plan is to get to Zeiss now and secure some product in advance. Cool. How you doing, Captain? Captain Grant? Do you have some business on the... Wait a moment. You're that girl from before. Hi, sir. I haven't seen you in a while. I saved you at the bandit hideout, right? Yes, I thought so. You must forgive me. I never had a chance to properly thank you. Allow me to offer my thanks on behalf of the entire crew. What? You're welcome. I was really just doing my job, though. Still, it is kind of funny, though. Oh, it's hilarious. Taking a trip on the same airship I once helped to rescue. Repairing the damage those thugs did took some time, but the Lind's as good as new now. I'm sure she's doing her best with you on board. Uh-oh. Ah! Huh. Looks like she heard us talking. With conditions like today's, we should arrive in Ruan in no time. Please, enjoy the rest of your journey. Let us know if you need anything. I will. Thanks, sir. Thank you very much. Crew member Timon. Where's Pumbaa? Maintain altitude. Keep throttle at 60%. Maintain heading until we reach the Rubine River. Crew member Colton. Altitude okay. Settle throttle at 60%. I have a nephew named Colton. Maintaining current heading until we cross the Rubine River. Okay. Good times. We're in the engine room. Duncan's toy chest. This is the cargo room. Ain't no place for passengers. One time when two smart guys had an argument over why they lost a death match, when they got back at the winner by reporting them in a hostage situation, when they accidentally reported a farmer in a hostage situation, when officials burst in and killing the farmer. I wonder if it was Bill the farmer. Watch that you don't hit your head wandering around. Fun fact, Bill Farmer does the voice of Goofy. For those that didn't know. Incredible. The world never ceases to amaze me. Back home in Calvert, airships are still very rare. It was kind of a shock when I found out normal citizens use them so casually like this. Hold on. Hold on. Do-do-do-do-do.
Are you?
Kiss.
Where?
Kiss.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Okay. Alright. Anywho. It's Lloyd. Not that Lloyd. Not Crossbow Lloyd. Valeria Lake. Somewhere in that wide open lake, the legendary guardian of Valeria's water lives. Someone hasn't changed a bit. Oh, I was wondering who it was. Hello, Estelle. Hi, Lloyd. I haven't seen you in forever. Looking to challenge the Lord King Mugwump Fish of Valeria Lake again? For now, no. I'm off to Ruan. I heard Stephen Hasty's going to become an affiliate by the end of the year. That's what I heard. I've heard there's a nice convenient spot right in the city limits. Wow, you sure are dedicated. Sounds fun, but I guess I'm just not that into fishing. Oh, really? That's a pity. You've got quite a talent for it, from what I saw at the Kingfisher Inn. I know. Let me give you this. Huh? Receive fishing book. Yeah, so this game is really where the fishing truly begins. And a progress rod. This is, it's a rod for beginners and a notebook for recording your fishing records. We, the members of the Fisherman's Guild, are dedicated to the expansion of the culture of fishing. We're always happy to provide promising rookies with the tools of the trade. Fun! Incidentally, are you bound for Ruan? Yeah, I am actually. Oh, well then. You'll have a chance to swing that rod right away. There are all sorts of fishing spots in Ruan. Huh. I guess it would be a good chance. Now that you mention it, Ruan as a region is kind of full of waterside areas. More so than the other thingamajiggers. As I mentioned, there's a point within the city itself, too. You should go there first to practice. Fun fact, a bot sent me a friend request this morning, and they got ignored. For now, so long as you enjoy it, that's enough. Yeah, thanks. I'll definitely give it a shot. I pray that you'll join our ranks someday. Well then, safe journey to you. We got a fishing rod. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bum 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 bum. Fish. Progress rod. Average rod and tackle that can be used in a variety of fields. Standard for the Fisherman Guild. Bum bum fishing bug. dun, dun, dun. So we'll be fishing. So next up is Ruan, huh? Speaking of Ruan, that whole thing with Mayor Dalmore being arrested was a real shocker. Seems like the whole town's still in an uproar over it. But that's not too surprising. Burrell, this is my second time riding a passenger liner. The first time I rode one, we got attacked by bandits. That sucks. Heard Stephen Hasty got attacked by bandits. Please let nothing happen this time, almighty Adios. Recognize. Estelle, all done with your walk. Still have a bit of time before we land. Okay. I'm gonna walk around a bit more then. You're welcome to walk around, Estelle, but don't forget to get off at Ruan. There'll be a broadcast before we land, so make sure to get back to your seat. Yeah, I will. You gotta love Team America. Has one of Lancer's favorite puking scenes. Ding dong! Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Ruan shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. Whoops. I better get to my seat. Better do it, man. Better stop screwing around. Like the newfies of the world. We're in Ruan. So there's a missable item coming up here. A book that can be very easy to miss.